Hello, welcome back to Swiss Watch King, coming from you straight from Switzerland, Zurich. Today we have a special review again. We're going to talk about a watch which you have seen last year on my channel with a slightly different iteration. I personally have the titanium version of it, and today I'm going to talk about the Bulgari Octo Finissimo Skeleton in rose gold. If you want to see the other review of my personal watch in titanium on a leather strap, I'm going to link the video down below in the description. Today it's all about this watch. It's my favorite version in the whole Bulgari Octo Finissimo line collection, and definitely something I would also consider buying if I would, let's say, be into rose gold cases. It's not that I don't like rose gold cases, but at this stage of my life, I don't want to, let's say, get the attention of people on my wrists and see what I'm wearing. So I would probably choose a silver color, or let's say if this version would exist in white gold. The Octo Finissimo line by Bulgari is known for its thinness, and this watch doesn't disappoint as well. As you can see, the beautiful case is actually 5.13 millimeters thin, and it's only 40 millimeters in diameter. I say only because my wrist can carry also watches for, let's say, 45 millimeters, 46. For people who have, let's say, a smaller wrist, this might be too big. The shape of the case is what really, I appreciate in this watch. It was originally designed by Gerald Genta, the famous watch designer who is, let's say, the father of the Patek Philippe Nautilus, Audemars Piguet Royal Oak, the IWC Engineer, and many watches more that are iconic in today's time. What you can immediately see from the case shape is this stepped design that goes from the bezel down to the lugs, and the edgy corners, is inspiration from architecture and just like Italian design in general. What is also in line with the other Octo Finissimo watches is the case finish. The case which we have here is in 18 karat rose gold, but because it has this sandblasted finish to it, it looks very matte and it doesn't draw too much attention. I really like Bulgari's choice to finish it in this way, because I think a polished case wouldn't look good, it wouldn't fit the watch. The main characteristic of this watch is, of course, the skeletonized dial, which you can clearly see. It's very readable. Skeletonized dials usually take away the function of reading the time, because sometimes brands, I think, take the wrong finishing of the components and it just fails. Bulgari created a beautiful contrast between the matte rose gold skeletonized hands and the black and down movement, which is actually circularly brushed and beautifully executed as well. What you can find on the dial, except the hour and the minute hand, which are clearly in the middle, you can find the seconds indicator here at 7 o'clock, which has also this beautifully made matte dolphin-shaped hand. At 9:30 o'clock you have the power reserve indicator, which goes from minus to plus. So when the dolphin hand is on the top, it means that it's wound. Because this is a manual winding movement, Bulgari decided to go with a barrel which can hold a 65-hour power reserve. In comparison to my Octo Finissimo, which is in titanium and automatic, mine, I think, features like around 48-hour power reserve, like a very standard measure. As you know by now, I'm a very big fan of skeletonized watches, because I'm one of those, collectors or people who really love to see the movement that is running this little machine on the wrist. Here, actually, you can see from the front at 1 o'clock, the big barrel. And I know you have the power reserve at 9:30, but as a watch geek, how can you quickly know that the watch is also fully wound? If you don't look at the power reserve indicator, you look at the barrel here. When the barrel is very tight around the middle, it means the watch is fully wound. If it would be loose and open and you would see gaps in between, you would know that the watch needs winding. Once I turn the watch around, you can see how slim the case is and the movement. The crown is very easy to use and you can grip it very easily. It has a beautifully polished onyx stone on it, and the design in Gerald Genta, language is beautiful. When you turn the watch around, you can observe the beautifully made movement Bulgari really, I think, took time to create. The whole movement from the backside also, as from the front, has a nicely brushed circular finish to it. And it really, stays consistent with the design language from the dial. What you can also notice is that the screws are all mirror polished, and there's a cool contrast between the gears, the balance wheel, and the bridges. Compared to the titanium version, which I have, that costs around 12,000 Swiss francs, this model costs around 28,500 and comes of course in rose gold. Let me now put the watch on the wrist so you see how it fits me. Like I said before, the case is 40 millimeters and it's actually watertight to 3 atmospheres. It has a nice tank buckle engraved with the Bulgari logo, and also it's in rose gold and it has the same finish as the case has. You see, the watch for my wrist at 40 millimeters is, let's say, perfect. And because it's so thin, it can go under any shirt you put on. So that was it about the Bulgari Octo Finissimo Skeleton in rose gold. If you have any questions, leave a comment down below. And on the side you see a picture of a watch we'll be reviewing next. It's actually a collaboration with a big brand and a very well-known artist in the tattoo world, who has also a shop here in Zurich. If you know which watch this is, comment down below, maybe you'll guess it right. Thank you for watching and see you next time.